Hello to everyone. I will present the assessment of heavy metals content and potential health risks to humans in seafood. But we need to know who controls the quality of food in Albania. Ministry of Health and Social Protection has as its mission the design and implementation of development policies and strategies in the healthcare sector. National Authority of Food is responsible for the supervision of food safety in Albania and gives the right of Albanian citizens to consume safe products. The Institute of Food and Veterinary Safety has 11 regional laboratories under technical supervision, which are responsible for tracking, analyzing, and diagnosing infections and parasitic diseases in land, water, and poultry animals. But do we have enough published information about the dangers posed by heavy metals in the foods we consume? In Albania, a series of food analyses and tests can be carried out, but we don't have enough published information. We can even say that we lack information. This study gives to us a lot of information about the heavy metals present in the biota of seawaters, specifically in seafood that we consume in everyday life. What are the symptoms of heavy metal poisoning? Symptoms could include abdominal pain, low body temperature, dehydration, diarrhea, feeling weak, nausea or vomiting. And severe symptoms can include abnormal heartbeat, anemia, brain damage, memory loss, difficulty breathing, kidney damage, liver damage, and risk of developing cancer. Study area. Samples of marine biota were randomly acquired from local fishermen across the coastal waters of Saranda region in Albania. Saranda city is situated along the Albanian-Ionian Sea coast, on the Mediterranean Sea in southern Europe. The artisanal fishery covers all the forms of fishing activity, using fixed and selective gear such as hooks, fixed nets, trammel nets, and gill nets. About 20% of the fishing vessels are located in Saranda Bay, ranking the third city after Durrës and Vlora. There are the sample collection and analysis. We've collected 24 species from Saranda Bay. And are in total 24 species, including some species having different weights as well as eggs extracted from fish body, were collected from September 2022 to June 2023. First samples were obtained randomly from the fishermen operating in the area, and determination of the concentration of metals in solutions was carried out by atomic absorption spectroscopy with electrothermal atomization, GFAAS, using the analytic Jena Nova 400 instrument. And there is the concentration of metals in selected species. There are the concentration of heavy metals in selected species, and the highest concentration of iron was found in the eggs of Lophius piscatorius. The highest concentration of copper was found in Loligo vulgaris, giving about 40% of dietary intake. And the highest concentration of cadmium was found in Loligo vulgaris, giving about 100% of the a risk reference value. The highest concentration of lead was found in conger and Callinectes sapidus, Peneus species, and Dentex. The concentration of nickel was found in Soleas species, and the highest concentration of chromium was found in Sepia officinalis species, big one. The highest concentration of manganese was found in Callinectes sapidus, and the concentration of zinc was found in Callinectes sapidus and Lophius piscatorius eggs. The highest concentration of aluminium was found in Merluccius merluccius. And there are the results for each species. The interval plots of heavy metals concentration in biota samples. Zinc turned out to be the metal with the highest content, followed by aluminium, copper, iron, while lead was the metal with the lowest content. The metals aluminium, copper, manganese, cadmium showed the highest concentration variation. Other metals have a lower area of variation, so the species have the percentage close to iron, zinc, nickel, chromium metals. Bioconcentration factors of metals in biota species were calculated as the ratio of metal concentration in biota species to the average metal concentration in still water. And the BCFs of metals in selected species followed this order: copper, aluminium, cadmium, manganese, zinc, iron, chromium, lead, nickel. Actually, copper is an essential element found naturally in an organism muscle. Loligor vulgaris species has shown high bioconcentration factor values of copper and cadmium. Species conger, dentex, Peneus species, and Callinectes sapidus has the highest bioconcentration factor value for lead. Hazard quotient. Among the analyzed heavy metals, cadmium was characterized by higher values of hazard quotient, mostly distinguished in species Loligo vulgaris and Octopus vulgaris. Respectively, hazard quotient 1.01 and 0.26. And there are the total hazard quotient for the species. Total hazard quotient values were calculated as a cumulative effect of metals concentration in marine biota species. Among the analyzed heavy metals, cadmium was characterized by higher values of hazard quotient, mostly distinguished in species Loligo vulgaris and Octopus vulgaris. This resulted in a total hazard quotient value higher than 1 for Loligo vulgaris species, summing a potential health hazard to human health. Total hazard quotient values for the remaining biota species have resulted to pose no health risk to humans, smaller than 1. And we reach the conclusions. In this study, concentration of metals was determined in 24 of the most consumed marine biota species collected in the Ionian Sea region of Albania. Among the 8 metals under study, zinc showed the highest concentration while lead the lowest. Regarding essential elements, it was concluded that consumption of marine biota food could provide up to 40% of the dietary intake. Among the toxic elements, obtained results suggest that concentration of cadmium in Loligo vulgaris species equals to 100% of the risk reference value, assuming potential risk to human health. Among the analyzed heavy metals, cadmium was characterized by higher values of hazard quotient, mostly distinguished in species Loligo vulgaris and Octopus vulgaris, and this resulted in a total hazard quotient value higher than 1 for Loligo vulgaris species, summing a potential health hazard to human health. And there are the references for this study. And thank you for your attention.